This is Sean with Voices of Racing. I'm here with Greg Tyler. Greg, how you doing?
Doing good.
All right, so you've been in the biz for a long time, is that right?
60 years, yeah.
60 years.
Born and raised in it, starting in quarter midgets.
So how did that even happen? Was there family involved, or how'd you get involved?
Well, funny story about that. The way my parents met, my father had just come out of the Air Force and started a job as an orderly at Los Angeles General Hospital, where the soap opera was filmed. My mom was chief nurse there at the same time. Well, they're racing down the 405. They don't know who each other is. And my mom outbreak my dad for the off-ramp to get to the job. So her being supervisor, she gets to park up front. My dad being an orderly, he parks in the back 40, catches the crew bus up and meets her there in the hospital and tells, "Hey lady, I don't know who you are. I've never seen anybody drive like that." They hit it off, and before you know it, here comes my brothers and me.
All right, so when you got started in it, obviously, young, you could be hurt. What were some of the first situations that really got you motivated to keep going?
For one, I just loved motorsports, even as a kid. Two, there was nobody else like me in quarter midgets other than my cousin Mark Graves out of Southern California and a girl named Cheryl Glass out of Seattle. So between the three of us, it was just something that we took part in and really loved and enjoyed doing.
So Cheryl, she became sprint car national champ, is that right?
I believe so. I do believe so. She was, I want to say about a year or two older than me, but we had come through quarter midgets together, and I'll tell you, that was one hell of a driver. Total sweetheart in the pit area, but she put the helmet on and the horns came out, and she'd race you clean, but she was very aggressive. She was a good driver.
Okay, so over the years, some of your accomplishments within different races, different tracks, what were some of the ones that stand out?
Probably mainly quarter midgets, half midgets, TQs, won the quarter midget championship on the West Coast in '78, won one in 1980, won a half midget two-cycle championship in 1981. Started running midgets with Bay Cities, and that was, 85. Never really won anything outside of a heat race there, but had a good time. Then we started running sprint cars, and that's when I ran broke. So now I run my mouth.
And what do you do now?
Now I run a driver development program for USAC as well as the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I take drivers coming out of quarter midgets and go-karts, and we give them the necessary seat time. Instead of sticking them into a sprint car, we put them in half midgets, TQs, and give them that learning curve and give them the discipline.
Okay, so who are some of the up-and-comers that you're following?
Well, now in the Indy field, he didn't make it this year, but the kid to keep an eye on is R.C. Anderson. That kid has talent. He's not hard on engines, he's not hard on equipment, and he knows how to save tires. That kid has a bright future with Top Gun Racing. The other one in IndyCar, Santino Ferrucci. Now, some people say he tears up a lot of stuff, but really he doesn't. And with his character and demeanor, that kid has a very bright future. He really does. You can look for good things out of both of them.
So what do you love about the industry in general?
Everything. I was born and raised in it, so most of these folks are like my extended family. As much as we compete against each other, what I really like is the camaraderie. Okay? Because even though today it's still pretty cutthroat, but you'll still find teams where one guy needs an axle or a bird cage or something, and two or three other teams come running. Hey, what do you need? How can we help? And that's what the spirit of competition is all about. Granted, we compete against each other, but we help each other so we can go back and play next week. And that's probably one of the biggest things about it, the camaraderie and, like I say, the extended family.
Okay, so something I hope we're going to be able to get you involved in. The BBC is interested in putting together a film of African-American racing, and since Cheryl Glass is going to be one they're going to focus, but I think what you're currently doing would be of value. So if it ends up happening, I'll connect you with them, and I appreciate your time today and look forward to following up with you.
Well, that'd be greatly appreciated. I look forward to finding out more about it, and whatever I can do to help, I would be more than happy to.
Okay. Well, thank you, and shake and bake.
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
You got it.